The budget smartphone segment has become more confusing than ever. Earlier, buying a phone under Rs 20,000 meant choosing between performance, battery, or camera. But now brands are trying to offer everything in one package. And today we have two smartphones that are taking two completely different approaches. On one side, we have the all-new OnePlus N6. On the other hand, there's the Motorola G37 Power. Both come with huge batteries, both have LCD displays, both promise durability, and both target buyers who simply want a reliable smartphone. So, which one actually deserves your money? Let's find out. But before I jump into it, if you are new here, I'm Siddharth Malhotra and you're watching Digit, where we bring you detailed, non-nonsense gadget reviews and comparisons. First, let's talk about the design. Personally, I think about both phones look decent despite being budget devices, but they achieve it differently. The OnePlus N6 follows the familiar OnePlus flagship-inspired camera design and comes with military standard 810 certification alongside an IP65 rating. However, because of that massive 8000 mAh battery, it weighs around 224 grams and is 8.5 mm thick. So yes, it definitely feels like a big phone. Meanwhile, the Moto G37 Power goes for a vegan leather finish, which honestly feels nicer in hand. It is also military standard 810 certified, gets Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection and an IP64 rating. More importantly, it feels noticeably lighter and much more comfortable during long usage sessions. Motorola also gives you a headphone jack and microSD card support up to 1 TB, something OnePlus completely skips. So if durability is your priority, both are excellent, but for comfort and practicality, I would slightly lean towards Motorola. Now let's move to the display. The OnePlus N6 comes with a 6.8-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display with a 120Hz refresh rate. Motorola gives you a slightly smaller 6.67-inch HD Plus LCD panel, again with a 120Hz refresh rate. Resolution-wise, neither phone is impressive because both are still using HD Plus LCD panels. Brightness is also extremely close. In our testing, OnePlus measured around 1070 nits of peak brightness. Motorola officially goes up to 1300 nits of peak brightness. So outdoors both remain usable. The difference comes in tuning. OnePlus offers slightly more natural colors while Motorola adds a display color boost feature that makes content look a little richer. Honestly, there isn't a huge winner here because both displays have the same limitations of LCD technology. If you're expecting AMOLED, you'll have to spend more. Now let's talk about performance because this is where things become interesting. The OnePlus N6 is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 6360 Apex chipset. The Motorola G37 Power uses the MediaTek Dimensity 6400. Looking purely at benchmarks, OnePlus clearly wins. On AnTuTu, the OnePlus scores 6.17 million, Motorola scores 5.41 million. In Geekbench, single-core Motorola actually edges ahead with 817 compared to OnePlus 785. But in multi-core, OnePlus scores 2015, Motorola manages 1345. In the CPU throttling test, the OnePlus Nord 6 CPU throttled to 95% and Motorola's CPU didn't throttle. That's a good sign. In the 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme test, OnePlus got an overall score of 365 while Motorola got an overall score of 383. For gaming, both devices can play BGMI at 60 FPS, but there are frame drops when you game for a period of time. By the way, both handled casual as well as moderate gaming quite comfortably, so if performance is your priority, the OnePlus N6 definitely has the edge. Next comes software. This is probably the biggest difference between these two phones. The OnePlus N6 runs OxygenOS 16 based on Android 16. Motorola, meanwhile, ships with Android 16 and Hello UI. OxygenOS continues to be one of the smoothest Android skins available. Animations feel polished, multitasking is fast, and OnePlus has also integrated several AI features including AI Eraser, AI Unblur, and AI Reflection Eraser. If you love clean Android, Motorola is still one of the best brands in this segment. You don't get unnecessary ads or heavy bloatware, but recently, Moto has started shipping with Newsroom, recommended games, and third-party apps as well. In terms of updates, OnePlus is promising 2 major Android updates along with 3 years of security updates. However, Motorola is only promising 1 major Android update to Android 17 and 3 years of security patches. Now let's talk battery because both phones are monsters. The OnePlus N6 packs a massive 8000 mAh battery. Motorola comes with a slightly smaller but still huge 7000 mAh battery. During our PC Mark battery test, OnePlus lasted an incredible 23 hours and 18 minutes. Motorola delivered 19 hours and 50 minutes. Charging is also faster on the OnePlus. It supports 45-watt charging and reaches 0 to 100% in around 81 minutes. Motorola supports 30-watt turbo power charging and takes roughly 85 minutes. OnePlus also supports 5-watt reverse wide charging, allowing you to charge accessories. Finally, let's discuss the cameras. The OnePlus N6 features a 50-megapixel primary camera. On the front, you get an 8-megapixel selfie camera. Motorola also uses a 50-megapixel primary sensor. For selfies, you also get an 8-megapixel front camera. In daylight, both capture good images with respectable dynamic range and vibrant colors. However, OnePlus produces slightly sharper details and better close-up shots. Portrait mode is also more refined on the OnePlus with stronger edge detection. Motorola sometimes struggles, as you can see in this picture. OnePlus's front camera captures natural-looking selfies, but Motorola tends to brighten up the face. In videos, Motorola can shoot up to 2K at 30 FPS, while the OnePlus can only shoot at 1080p at 60 FPS. Now comes the big question, which one should you actually buy? If your budget is around 20,000 rupees, the OnePlus N6 simply offers a more complete package. You get better performance, longer software support, stronger battery life, faster charging, and a slightly better camera system. However, if your budget is closer to 16,000 rupees and you want a lightweight phone with clean Android, excellent durability, stereo speakers, a headphone jack, and dependable everyday performance, then the Moto G37 Power remains one of the strongest value for money smartphones in its category. Personally, if I had to choose just one, I'd pick the OnePlus N6 because the improvements in performance, battery, software support, and charging are worth the extra money. But what about you? Would you save the money and buy the Moto G37 Power or spend a little extra for the OnePlus N6? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this comparison, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Digit. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.